This one's silly. I've heard about this one. I've heard about this one online. It has become somewhat of a meme now, for some odd reason. Yeah. We'll look at that. Lesbians defeat straight white malians in gay space movie. Critics give Wokest Movie ever 100%. I'm genuinely curious if that was genuinely the wokest movie ever. By Vara Dark. We'll look at this. I'm curious. This has been on my mind for a while. It has been talked about online. I'm curious how bad it truly is. I'm genuinely curious how bad it is.
I have had to talk about and review some truly horrendous content on this channel. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, Dustborn, Kong.
An hour and 27 minutes. Lesbian space princess. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, this kid. 17 reviews. 100%. 17 people gave this 100%. There's gotta be a troll. There's gotta be a troll. Oh my goodness. Well, let's go.
The list goes on and on, but now there might be a show that tops it all called Lesbian Space Princess, about a woman who has to go on a quest to save her ex-girlfriend from straight white men. I have a few different things to show off.
This can't be. Nah, this is rage bait. This is rage bait. No way. This is rage bait. This is rage bait. This gotta be rage bait.
But before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I say it all the time, creators can make whatever the heck they want, but that doesn't make them immune from criticism. And wow, does this look absolutely horrendous, and the critics are giving it perfect scores. They are saying that this is flawless, which is insanity. So I actually hadn't heard about this, not shocking, given it's literally...
If you did watch it, how are you still alive? Like, this would give me a brain tumor. I'm not gonna lie, this would give me a brain tumor. What the fuck?
Just a piece of propaganda, but I was sent a thread on it. It says an anxious and introverted space princess Sarah, who has thus far led a sheltered life, launches into a galactic quest to save her ex-girlfriend Kiki, a bounty hunter, from the straight white malians, a runaway gay...
The straight white malians. If they're actually called like that in that movie... Also... This is from Australia. This is from Australia. Well, not only are there the worst animals there. Also, hi dear, how you doing? You're doing good. Apparently the worst media also escapes and it exists in Australia. The more you know.
Pop idol named Willow joins her as she encounters dangerous maniacs wielding blades, gloom goo, and other hazards as well. The scariest thing of all, her own self-doubt. This is genuinely one of the worst things I have ever heard of. I thought that it was a joke. I could not believe that this was a thing, but it actually is real. This is something that people decided to put a lot of time and effort into. This is something that they thought people were going to want to watch, and it is getting absolutely wrecked from what I have seen on social media. So that is the legitimate description. It's not like a dramatization. This also looks horrendous. It's like they created something for absolutely no one. Now, they think, of course, the team behind this believes that they are, like, stunning and brave.
I have to say this. What is the stereotype that lesbians look like dudes? What is the stereotype that even one lesbian in that couple looks like a dude, by the way? Also, 1.4k dislikes versus almost 400 likes. Who like this? Who like this?
Right? That they are actually creating something that could potentially change the world, and I guess change people's thoughts on the LGBTQ plus community, I suppose.
Yeah, that did not change my thoughts. That made it worse. Everyone who watches this is now more homophobic than they have ever been.
Based on the reviews and also some of the interviews. So The Guardian reviewed this and gave it a 4 out of 5. Saying Lesbian Space Princess Review, a fizzy animated film with loads of laughs and a lot of heart. So they actually got money to make this. I, again, hadn't heard of it, so I had to do some research into it. This is the plot of the show, which sounds horrendous, but it actually got a lot of attention following a film festival, and the team was actually...
If this now ends up being government funded, I'm flooding Australia with everyone in there. I'm sorry. Please don't. Please don't. Because guys equal love, girls and lesbians equal love, girls, so guys equal lesbians. Okay, I guess.
Eligible for up to 600,000 Australian dollars in screen production grant funding for their script. So the Australians actually funded them, which is mind-boggling. Australians actually funded for up to 600,000 Australian dollars in screen production grant funding for their script. So the Australians actually funded them.
Bye-bye, Australia. I'm flooding you. I'm flooding you. Bye-bye. Goodbye. What the fuck? What? Guys, this is your tax money, by the way. This is your tax money, by the way. If you're Australian, this is where your tax dollars went. This is where your Australian tax dollars went. The more you know.
Which is mind-boggling. Imagine being part of this film festival and losing to this, and this getting money over your project. I would be horrified. So they talk in this review about the team and how stunning and brave they are, basically. This award-winning Australian feature mixes a madcap comedy with a who's who of queer performers to produce a magical, joyful gem. This reminds me a lot of High Guardian Spice that came out a few years ago.
Oh no. Knights of Guinevere is another one. And by the way, the homie that recommended me watching the pilot episode of Knights of Guinevere. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I know who you are. What is wrong with you?
Crunchyroll actually canceled it after only 1 season, but a group of 4 young girls who attend the High Guardian Academy are training to become guardians of West City, and of course everyone was a lesbian, or they were a diverse cast of characters, and they were stunning and brave women who didn't need any men. It wasn't good at all whatsoever, and the team behind that actually claimed that they were getting review bombed by anti-LGBT plus trolls, and I think that the same thing is going to happen here with Lesbian Space, which is given over on, YouTube, the trailers being negatively ratioed, 392 likes. That's the best they could muster to 1.4K dislikes. The comments are absolutely brutal.
2014 Tumblr is going to love this.
14 Tumblr is going to love this. This has got to be a Babylon Bee skit. Ain't no way this is real. It looks like an intentionally bad parody video, but it's taking itself 100% seriously. Looking forward to the Critical Drinker video.
The Critical Drinker will probably drink even more after this one. Bro, this is horrid. This is probably contestant for the most dogshit movie ever created.
Now, I couldn't watch this because as of right now, it is only in select Australian theaters, so I haven't had the displeasure of actually consuming this content yet. I guess if I find a way to watch it, I'll watch it for you guys because I suppose I hate myself, but there are tons of people calling it out, and apparently this is a 10 out of 10 by critics' opinions. This is getting, over on Rotten Tomatoes, a 100%. Look at films like Joker, the first one, not the second one, which was horrendous. The first one got like a 50% from the critics. The same critics that also had given something like The Marvels and Captain Marvel almost
Straight white aliens. I can't do this. I can't do this. What is this? What the fuck is this? What the actual fuck is this? What is this? Who made this? Lock them up. And the reviewers just as much. What this is just gotta be bait. I can watch it say less. Nah, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
Flawless scores. This one is 100% of them, and I know that there aren't a lot of people who have reviewed it, but that's still crazy. None of them have any sort of criticisms. The harshest review I could find actually was The Guardian, because they only gave it a 4 out of 5. Though they still sit here and praise it because it's stunning and brave. This is absolute slop, and it is propaganda to the max. This is just as bad as Dustborn. It is terrible when people go into a product, in a creation of something that is supposed to be.
Remember the game that they dropped where basically African people, I think, or black people, just, I don't know, I think it was African people, we're stealing back stuff that was taken during the colonial time, right? That game releasing on the PlayStation. It had a max of 22 players. The more you know. There's 22 poor souls who played this. No, not the first Joker, but like the Joker movie, right? The new one with Joaquin Phoenix, I think is the guy's name is. Right, that one. Where, like, the second one came out and Lady Gaga was in it and the movie was ass.
Fun and entertaining, and they say to themselves, how can we make this the most insufferable piece of content possible? We need to self-insert, we need to prove a point, we need to shove some sort of ideological stance into people's faces, and that is exactly what they did here. And I'm glad that so many people are calling it out. I'm glad that there are tons of gamers and movie reviewers and just viewers in general who are rejecting.
Gamers did not do that. Though, gamers.
This based on the YouTube like to dislike ratio.
Let me read that. Sarah finds a couple of great journey companions along the way. There's Willow, Heartbreak Highs, Gemma Tuatran, a non-binary musician who seems a lot more emotionally available than Kiki ever was. And then there's a problematic ship played with delightful Loki Bluster by Richard Roxburgh. 21st century mansplaining spaceship siren commanders. The vessel is laden with all the misogyny of our times. What's the drop? Kiki at a nail salon because women can't fly ships. What the heck is that plot? The rest of the cast is a who's who of Australia's best queer performers. Clitopolis' queen. What the fuck? Okay, that doesn't matter who that is. I don't give a rat's ass. Well, straight. Kea has a cameo at the border of straight and gay space. Nah, destroy the planet. That's it. Flood it. Flood it again. And Drag Race Down Under favored Quen Kong as a memorable role as a drag queen named Blade. There's only one acceptable Blade, and he kills vampires. While the premise sounds feather light, the script is sly and witty. For every gag, you'll make a groan or cringe. April is Gaypril. I'm destroying this planet. Syra lives in the aforementioned Clitopolis, which characters after remark is hard to find. There is a literal dancing royal pussy. There's a stronger, stealthier joke coming up. The script indulges in wordplay. The old thespian lesbian joke gets a great new runner here and plays fast and loose. Oh, I'm pretty sure these women were loose. With audience expectations. At one point, Zarya consults the script to confirm the Zanny plot point is actually real. What the fuck? Who wrote this? We need to flood Australia. This cannot escape Australian cinemas. We need to flood it. We need to flood it now. Melt the poles right now.
and also some of the comments that I got on social media. I know I had put up a thread on it and was talking about how horrendous it is that this got this score, and it again just goes to show that you can't trust reviewers, because if something aligns with their political worldview and their stances, then they are going to rate it extremely high because they believe in its message. They believe that it is a narrative that needs to be pushed and a voice, right, that needs to be amplified. And that's just not the case. We are watching entertainment to be entertained, not to be lectured. And that is what products like
this was funded by Australians, by the way. Like, this was funded by tax dollars. The more you know. Like, genuinely, the more you know. Wow.
Dustborn and Flintlock the Siege of Dawn and Concord and even Lesbian Space Princess here exist to do. Have they ever given 100% on anything? Apparently on this movie. Right. So while the creators of the show just positively review bomb their own show, maybe, what? Laughing my ass off 100% on the tomato meter? Pure trolling, it's gotta be. That's the problem with these people, is that they take themselves 100% seriously all the time, and if you criticize their
how can a human genuinely sit down there and produce this shit?
Product, they take it as a personal attack, and they say that you are being a racist or a sexist or...
I can live with that. Call me all the buzzwords. I will become what you hate. I will become the racist. Movie wasn't even on the news, bro. Good. Good.
Or a bigot or transphobic or whatever Easterphobe they want to call you on that day. They view it as a personal attack on them because all they have is their identity. Malians, it looks like trash exclusively for the brainwashed and the stupid. So I might watch this if I ever come across it. I hope I genuinely don't. But if you thought that creators might shy away from creating propaganda because they face so much backlash, you are sorely mistaken. And this sci-fi fantasy comedy LGBTQ plus stunning and brave animation is apparently getting 100% from critics and yet wrecked from moviegoers. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below.
My thoughts are simple. This cannot escape Australia. It cannot. It cannot. It cannot. You cannot expect the movie Lesbian Space Princess to be on any platform. No. No. That's all I'm gonna say. No. No. We don't need this. Nobody asked for this. Not even lesbians asked for this. Nobody wants this. Simple. Nobody wants this. Nobody asked for this. Shut it down. And whoever paid for this, shut them down too. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.